To start off, we are going to do some exotics drills. So if you guys could step to the side here, thank you. We're going to start with, oh, thank you. We're going to start with Anthony and I doing dual wielding and saber staff, okay? So, Anthony, get your mask on. You can do dual. We wear fencing masks and lacrosse gloves. We take safety very important. I'm wearing extra armor. You'll see Colin and Elton are wearing extra armor. We're doing like Saber Legion style, so we're using heavy grade blades, maybe a little bit more forceful. For the other people, they're using big grade blades and a little bit lighter, but still deadly. But fencing mask covers your face and your neck, so very important. I highly recommend if you're going to do any kind of lightsaber combat, wear yourself a fencing mask. They're really cheap and easy, and it covers your face for safety. So, you ready? Okay, Vince, you're up next, so get ready. Bodhi, do the next slide, please. Sorry, next. This slide. Okay, ready? Nice, lean to the head. Get up for that. Oh, sorry, hold on. That's okay. So right now they're just sparring. This is how we normally train, just spar, you keep going, you do honor calls. So you can call your hands. We're not being competitive right now. We're just playing and learning, testing stuff. You know if you got hit. You know if you hit the person. That's basically how it goes. When it comes to nice, good on, guys. Okay. We'll do a round with the staff later after. Very good, very good. So when it comes to doing staff and dual wielding, that's kind of, we're just starting to do that in our school. We take things actually it's very geeky and fun, but we kind of take it serious and we want to actually do real good, effective techniques. And so we're still progressing with that. Right now, I think I can get about like 10 volunteers, up to 10 volunteers, and we're going to go over some drills for the basics of lightsaber combat, sheet show, the first form in lightsaber combat. If you want the first 10 people to line up right here and participate. Elton, Claire, walk around with projectors. Can you guys get 10 working sabers out? Two, four, six, that's fine. And if you want to watch, that's great. We're going to be doing some more epic battles very shortly. You're going to see some of the training techniques that we're going to do right now. I'm going to have you guys actually stand over there and face the audience. So come. Stand over here, behind me. Yeah, come over here and you'll get a saber in a second. Come behind me. We need one right here. Sorry. And we need one. Okay, so we're kind of tight here, okay? So we're going to do we're going to do some basic attacks and basic defense. I'm going to do it with my back. So, for number one, we're going to hit the forehead. Okay, and for today, we're going to okay, go to the forehead. Okay, now go to the top of the head. Okay, now we're going to go diagonal. Diagonal. Horizontal side of the head. Horizontal side of the head. Now we're going to go horizontal to the shoulder. Horizontal to the shoulder. Okay, bring it down and do a rising cut. Bring it down the other side, rising cut. Now we're going to step to the hand. Okay, so we're going to do it a couple more times. To the forehead, 1. Top of the head, 2. Diagonal, 3. Diagonal, 4. Side of the head, 5. Side of the head, 6. Horizontal to the shoulder, 7. Horizontal, 8. Rising cut, 9. Rising cut, 10. And thrust. Okay? One more time. I'm going to face you guys. Okay, you're looking pretty good. And no smiling in lightsaber combat. It's absolutely not allowed. Okay, very serious. So, forehead. Top of the head. Diagonal. Diagonal. Side of the head. Side of the head. Shoulder. Shoulder. Rising cut. Rising cut. Thrust. Okay, now let's go some defense. Okay, so go to guard. We're going to block the head. Okay, so bring it up. Good, and remember, with the lightsaber, we don't want to block like this, because the lightsaber will cut right through the hilt. We want to block like this, okay? And make sure it's above your head. Yes, very good, okay. So, start over in guard. Defense high. Diagonal defense. It's like the diagonal attack, except you're going to bring your elbows in a little bit. Go diagonal the other way. Okay? Vertical. And vertical to the side. Okay? Bring it low. And bring it low the other way. And then from this low position, we're just going to snap back into this guard to defend this thrust. Okay, so now with my back. Lock high. Diagonal. Diagonal. Vertical. Vertical. Bring it low. Bring it low, and then snap it up. Okay, nice. That's Form 1 Shicho. Two-handed, it's rounded, it's like good for battlefield situations, it's good for like the foundation of combat. We are going to be doing some more. You guys are welcome to volunteer again. You guys are welcome to volunteer as well. We're going to start getting into some battle street. So if you guys could please put the sabers down over here. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Is a good international organization that has clubs everywhere, and they do awesome sparring with lots of armor. So I'm going to introduce the 2 Saber Legion people that are going to be sparring. I'm going to do a demo match against both of them, and then they're going to spar to get into the finals. The finals, Cody, can you hold up the leg? Master Yoda is holding that. The winner of the Saber Ohana Showdown is going to get the lay of the golden lightsaber over there. So very excited, yes. Okay, Cody, can you do the first intro? Okay. So, for the Saber Ohana Showdown, round number 1, we have Colin, a.k.a. Colin Magistro Chalk. So give it up for Colin Magistro Chalk. He is a Jedi Knight in shining armor. Don't let him fool you. He's wearing black right now. Colin is a longtime fencer, a longtime historical Italian longsword combatant. He runs a fencing school here in Honolulu. He runs an Italian longsword school. He basically has a sword in his hand more than he doesn't. Okay? Colin has, he likes to press the attack with both the Taru and Gemso. If you like what you see, come to our panel tomorrow. Historical and science fiction swordplay from 5:15 to 7:15 in this room. It's going to be very hands-on, and you're going to see Colin in all his gear doing fencing and longsword. Okay.
That sounds pretty cool.
And next, we have Elton, a.k.a. Flyboy Fujii. Elton is he is a great supporter of the White Saber Legion Charter, the White Death of Erie. He's very dedicated and loves buying all kinds of armor. He hopes to travel to the big TFL tournament in Vegas next year. Elton is known for taking big risks, so watch out if you're up against him.
Yes,
the
it does sound
demo
proud.
Is versus both of them, okay? And we're going to go to 10 points for 3 minutes. Hey, can you
I may have missed it. Do they have how long each person has been training?
I'm sorry, say that again, Alan.
How long each person has been training? I know they have previous experience, but I just didn't hear how long they were training.
I don't know if he gave a dollars and cents figure, but I know he said Colin's been doing it like ages and ages, I guess.
I think he said what they train, but not how long they train.
I don't think he really said, just that they do it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you on this.
And I do know that Colin has a very very storied history with like sport fencing in particular.
Indeed. Yeah, I got to talk to him when I was in Hawaii last year. Pretty cool guy.
He was on San Diego Sabres show, right?
Yes, he was.
The radio podcast.
That isn't actually on a radio.
I played through my radio in my car.
Well, you just ruined it.
I'm a dream squisher, bro.
Is he fighting both of them at the same time?
I think he's gonna do one then the other, but it would be dope if he did it.
That's what I thought he was going to do there for a second. He bowed to both of them.
I love doing that. I do that in my
shield.
classes at least twice.
Sweet.
That's a point to me because
Does he have a shield with a lightsaber?
But that's expanded universe stuff. Legends. Like the light whip. Huh?
So, is that switching into Ataru a little bit there?
I think Keith lives in Atari.
I think you're probably right, and that's where he maybe should live. Oh,
Nice.
that was a fun exchange.
He's emceeing as he's fighting.
I think Keith is having a blast right now. I think that's pretty apparent. Nice block. Good block. Good cut.
Looks like they switched to Ataru.
Back into a Taru. Looks very yeah, definitely.
There it is.
Look at that.
That was amazing. I love that so much.
That was so much fun to watch.
Style sword look like.
Yeah. You know, and he's using a full-length lightsaber too. That's like a lot of times if you're doing that kind of stuff, for me, I want to use a little bit shorter blade so I don't get, my dick caught on it or anything. And
True.
Can I say that? I just said it.
It's a little late.
We're good. I'm past it. Hey, how much armor are they wearing?
Keith is wearing his Saber Legion stuff. He's in full gear, and according to the rule set, I think they're all in Saber Legion legal. I like to call it. So I assume they all have those days and headed from head to toe.
including the gorget.
Flies for some reason. Anyway.
And Alan, you're the Saber Legion rep for your area as well.
That is correct. I am the AZ charter rep for the Saber Legion. Actually, had a new student tonight. Well, I guess new member tonight.
Well, if you're already a Saber Legion member and you are watching right now, thank you. And by the way, you don't need to leave Saber Legion to visit sabermartialarts.com/affiliation.
True.
Also true. Even if you're not part of Saber Legion and you're watching, thank you also.
Yep.
And please visit sabermartialarts.com. And if you get to the affiliate section, thank you further.
Indeed.
By the way, these are cool.
There you go.
Hey.
I got on the neck. No point.
This is Keith. Keith is switching styles a lot between the two different fighters.
He's doing a great exhibition of. There it is.
I agree. Now, is Colin wearing a fully metal helm?
It looks like it. It looks like he's. I don't know. He reminds me of the Black Knight from Monty Python. Right now.
Yeah. is that legal in TSL? Because I don't see that very often in many places. And I have my own thoughts about it, but I don't know if it's appropriate to say.
There is there is something to be said about the for some people it is as long as it's sanded down and there's no sharp edges, it won't be polycarbonate blade.
I mean, I love the look of it. He looks beautiful in it.
As long as it's sanded down, it's fine.
Yeah. You know what? For me, it just comes down to like the blades. To me, I feel like you're gonna crack a lot more blades on a metal helmet, but it's badass. That's for sure.
For sure.
Great. Yes. Elton arrived with the points after some points. So it's 1-0 Elton. Players. Leon.
Kind of looks like the Battle of Pelennor Field. Some of those like warriors or something.
Right. Well, it's kind of interesting because now they are officially using TSL rules.
Okay. So Keith is kind of giving an exhibition of all the stuff that HSA does.
That is correct.
Throughout their training.
Right.
And we know, because we talk to Keith all the time, but anybody who doesn't know, they are very active in there.
Elton arrived first. So it's 3-0 Elton.
So it looks like Colin is in almost a like Form 2, sort of Form 1 hybrid almost.
What he said was he was a HEMA guy. He did
Italian longsword, right?
Italian longsword. It looks like he's fighting side sword right now.
Yeah. He's with Skull of St. George, I believe, which is
the HEMA guys that pick up lightsabers after their training.
It's a great way to be.
Yeah. They train for an hour and then they train with
no points for double. Leon.
So one of the things about doubles in the TSL rule set is after the third one they deduct it.
Yeah.
And there is 3-minute rounds, I believe, is what they're doing right now. So they do have a time limit they stick to. And first 10 touches. Or whoever has the highest amount of points by the end of 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think they just said there's only 1 minute left, so this fight's coming to a close pretty soon.
So, something that's slightly different than most TSL fights right now is the size of the ring, but I think they're trying to keep everything in the camera right now.
Right. Yeah.
And also in TSL, there is no go back to your corner. You score and you're supposed to freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, with probably 30 seconds left. Yes.
But also TSL allows for every charter to mess with the rules. So
5-4 Elton. Time. Dead. Go, play on.
You can see Colin dropping back into that long sword style.
Very
Nice
nice.
drop into that knee hit. That's Elton, right?
Yeah, Colin is on the left, and I believe
Elton on the right.
Yeah.
That one-handed, like, Japanese sword style, you don't see like a more one-handed style like that very often, but he has a very nice, like, almost Yaido way of drawing after the word fight.
Yeah. He looks like he moves on. It looks like the winner moves on to the Saber Ohana Showdown final. So that would be awesome.
6 to 8 of you can line up after.
That is a badass title.
You can volunteer twice. You can volunteer all night long. I don't care.
Come on, no!
You just said they're going to do a Makashi demo? Is that what he just said?
That's cool.
They're going to be doing audience participation and everything. So you saw Form 1, Shiicho, earlier.
Yeah.
The Way of the Sarlacc. And now
Indeed.
it's the Way of the Laramari.
The what now?
Laramari. I feel like it was created by somebody that was like Cthulhu-esque.
Yes.
1, 2 more.
Form of the Lovecraft.
Right. Although, if I'm correct, the legends the Salamar is a force eater, right? It eats the force.
It like dampens the force, or
it kind of like negates. Yeah.
Okay. Is it to invoke the unholy name of the Vong? But are they like the Vong as far as they use on Vong as far as like they're negative in the force or something like that?
Well, the Vong just weren't affected by the force.
Yeah,
Whereas
to figure out how to notice.
I could check, but I'm not gonna.
The force.
I think the Asilamiri like mask their force presence.
Oh,
Something like that, or like create like a bubble of like can't touch me, or something. I don't know.
Indeed. Yeah.
The force around them. I see.
Yeah.
Steve just told us they dampen the force around them. Yeah, so like.
Well, I like my force moist personally. So.
That wasn't me this time.
I was wondering why you're on good behavior.
I wasn't on good behavior. It's just late for me.
Oh, I see.
I'm on just late behavior.
I've just sat down and had some whiskey, so I'm
whiskey.
Good. Whiskey.
That being said, I did like that low cut into the rising, like the twisting stab. I like that. That was a good transition. Just to bring it completely in a different direction.
Right.
What we're actually watching.
Yeah, it's not like we're here to talk about lightsabers or anything.
Indeed.
Well, that's kind of cool. He's actually they turned off the sound, so we can't really hear what he's saying. But it's really cool that he's mixing the teaching portion with the demo portion with the actual tournament portion.
Yeah, it's a neat little like break of pace like every few minutes.
Yeah,
I've not seen a format like this often, aside from like a tournament where many events are going on at once. So this is cool.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. He's doing it looks like for his Makashi, he's doing a lot of looks like actual saber techniques, and then adding in a little bit of like Chinese straight sword in a couple of the techniques there.
There does appear to be some Chinese influence here, and I know he's been using like. Keith is one of those people where if he sees something, he's not going to not try it.
Right.
So it's almost like, that and that and that. You can almost see all of it. But if you had to pinpoint, I definitely see the Chinese influence. But I was trying to pinpoint it before you said it, and it didn't really occur to me at first. I was thinking rapier at first, but it's kind of not either. It's kind of not either, right?
No.
So
prima, secunda.
Yeah.
Tetra.
Yeah. Like that outside guard was very sabery.
Yeah. Yeah. So so now he's going through a couple of just clear
defensive postures and guards.
So one of my teachers called that building your house.
I love that. Yeah.
So you have your roof above your head, the walls on the side, and then you sweep the porch.
Got to maintain that porch.
Yeah.
We always talk like with the high block, whether it's with a sword or an arm or whatever, like you have to angle your roof.
Right.
If you go like this, the water is just gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Build the house.
So he went through strikes, and now he's going through blocks, and so which is really cool about when we do saber martial arts is like that. This is just like he's taking everybody through. All right, this is a quick crash course through our version of Makashi.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure your version of Makashi, Eric, and your version of Makashi Fo is different than mine. It's different than his. It's really cool to see like everybody's different versions because for me it makes me go, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. That does fit in that.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's what makes this activity unique and fun is the ability to see the different twists that everyone puts on it from their own background and experience.
Absolutely,
and to alter your own as well because
the Saber Ohana Showdown number 2. Okay. This is the War of the Wall.
Not by much, but little.
And they'll be going on to the finals. We
should see my boots.
Big and small, old and young, new and old.
I heard on the show that they were nice and comfy.
So I've been told.
Okay? So, I'm about to do the introductions.
That joke was lamer than FDR's legs.
Oof. That's a feels.
Oh man.
So the War of the Wahine. This is May versus and Maria versus Claire.
2v1.
May versus Claire, and then Claire versus Maria, and then Maria versus May. The player with the most points in more ladies than there are gentlemen in
spreading the word of power and control to the galaxy.
So he created a way for everybody to be part of it.
And been known to win some upsets in battle. Give it up for Maria.
Got a couple of nice flourishes going on. So you can see the armor difference between.
And next we have May.
We would call like a standard armor rule set for.
Here in her dark maul Sith getup.
Not that one is better or worse than the other, and we certainly don't discourage protecting.
May lives up to her name of Kabuto-Wari, which means skull breaker. May lives in the dark side, form 6.
I love that.
Rancor. Just like Asajj Ventress and Mace Windu, she taps into her anger and aggression. Be wary once you hear her ki.
Very cool.
And finally, we have one of our newer students, Claire, aka Rare Kenner. Claire is one with the light side and the geek side. She's the newest HSA member of this round, but she's been dedicated to training and having fun. She's attaining in Shicho and Gemso techniques to battle her enemies. Claire is a practitioner who is inspired by Han Solo. So watch out, ladies. She might shoot first.
I see what they did there.
Well, May points out a good thing. Like the thing I say the most in my classes is remember to breathe.
Okay, so
that kind of helps that, right?
We're gonna go.
Shows great intent.
We're gonna go May and.
You have to put the breath into the action you're
then
doing.
We're gonna go May and Claire next. Okay.
Well, whenever I'm judging, the person that's loudest tends to get the point. I mean, if it's a simultaneous, whoever Key-eyed gets the point.
Key-eyed louder. The scary person.
But it's part of the poise, right? In Kendo,
it helps to eliminate Simos. That's for
well, in Kendo, it's part of it. You have to have intent.
It's true. It is true. Yep.
Absolutely. I saw double.
And to your point, in Western martial arts, they judge it not necessarily by like hit or if you guard after a hit with your retreat. You know, just like it's all about like keeping the fight going until you hear the whistle.
I saw double. So break when I say break.
A lot of doubles.
Okay, ready. Leon.
Probably a lot of trying to score first as opposed to defending yourself, but they're also, you know, I don't know how many fights they're all gonna have throughout the night.
May arrive first, so the score is 1-0. Wardrobe, that's okay.
I believe May is going to the right now. She's actually doing a step behind, like almost like a vault when she hits from below.
Maria arrived first.
That beat Rising Strike against the ground there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that same.
I like the.
So the score is now 2-1 Maria. Fighters ready? Leon.
Right, that's May on the left.
They've switched a couple times, so
I'm just judging by the hair. It looks like May, but.
And the score is 2-1, right? 2-1. Leon.
May, gray and silver. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, she's got like when she strikes to those high corner and low corner, she's got a really nice offhand position, and her footwork is very graceful.
Ready? Leon. Break.
Nice block.
All right, so the score is now 3-2. I think we have about a minute.
Not block that? Looked like a block. Maybe I was
ready? Leon. Break.
Looked like a simultaneous.
May arrive first to the head.
Ribs hit first where I came from, but
3-all. It's a close one, guys.
Yeah, Claire looks very comfortable with her one-handed style.
Almost arrogant, but she is a dark sider, right? So that's a good thing.
That's true. She
yeah, oh, fun little blade bind. Sorry.
So now
well, I'm noticing she fights guard with her sword behind her.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Break. Okay, ready. And the score is 4-3 May. Play off. Double.
That looked pretty simultaneous.
Yeah.
Break.
Again, it's part of the judging, right? I heard one hit.
Right.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that looked like a head first. Nice job. Good honor.
Indeed, yeah.
3. You saw her hit leg? Okay. So let's say 4-all. 4-all.
Oh, here we go.
Ready? And we're at time, so this is game point.
This is for the match.
Break. Wait till I say. Okay.
Oh, they're eager. They wanted it.
The level of aggression seems like it's a fun level of aggression, not like a rude level.
No point. Okay. Ready. Leon.
Another simultaneous.
I'm gonna go double.
Looked like the leg hit
leg came in first, yeah.
I saw two.
You want another one?
Oh, they break a saber? They did. Oh, she switched to the light side.
Now they're using heavy grades, I believe, or mid grades.
It looks like they're using the same technique each time.
That's going to be the match.
Yeah, that was fun.
Indeed.
Maria, get your breath. Claire, come in.
And they warmed up quickly. Like the first couple hits were a little almost nervous, and then it looked like they got confidence back real quickly.
Yep, correct.
So, looks like Maria is ready to fight. I think Claire is supposed to fight her.
May, you want to use mine?
Opponent to enter the ring.
Oh, but May's gonna fight her instead.
Okay, ladies, bow. Ready, begin. Break.
That low strike.
1-0 May.
Same, very Chinese. Like
May arrive first.
she went with a high mane to the head there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, I'm actually going to call that a double because I was in her way. Don't kill the judges. Okay.
Well, judges have to have good honor too, I suppose, right? That looked like the head, but it
first. 3-0. Fighters ready? Leon.
Headshot.
Double.
Nice stab.
Yeah.
So 3-0 May.
I like how much control they both have. They both hit and then they stop.
Great.
Yeah.
First. So now the score is 3-1.
Not afraid to make contact. Not unsure of how long their sabers are. Just.
Exactly. Well, just that's a great example of it. They didn't overswing. She didn't swing through. She hit and then she stopped.
I'm gonna give that one to Claire. So interesting blade work.
So I don't think they get menos puntos for their saber turning off in the middle or anything like that. But I know, like Eric, you guys require that the saber be lit the whole time. Is that correct? Oh, I love it.
That was a great finish.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like May should do some squats or push-ups or something for dropping the saber.
Indeed.
She got killed by her.
That was a beautiful block. And
Okay, 4-all.
But yeah, we do require the saber to be on. If it turns off, it just forces a reset.
Yeah, right.
One more minute, ladies. Leon.
Keep going.
Oh.
May arrives first. So now it's 6-4 May. Ready.
Oh,
Oof.
another one.
More.
Oof.
Is it a heavy grade?
Oh.
Oh, I don't think she's using her saber, so she's not used to that saber.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. She's changed it twice, I believe, so far.
Yeah.
There's nerves too, I'm sure.
Oh,
She's not fighting with the nerves, but the flourishes.
how nice of the Darksider.
Yeah. That's not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Ready? Leon.
Ooh.
Great. I saw May arrive.
It looks like she's going to come in there and take that.
6-4 May. And we have 20 seconds. Leon.
1 point left, right? Oh. Looked like a headshot, yep.
6-5 May.
That was definitely there.
10 seconds. Game the last 6 games. Go. Go.
Shot.
5 May. Leon. Double. Watch out. I'm going to call it time. So that May gets the match at 6-5.
Oh, nice. These ladies are in it. They are ready to fight.
Yeah, both of them not afraid, like you guys were saying, to really get in there and get some good hits.
Sometimes the really minor things in it.
Plowing through all the fights, which is great.
So now HSA's been around for 2 years, correct?
We have
Longer, I believe.
Half. I know Keith's been practicing lightsabers for about 3 years now.
Right.
And he started
from the
HSA.
State Martial Arts Foundation. Can you guys see us? Are they giving me thumbs up?
I see 1, 2, and 3.
Yes. Okay.
We can see you and we're talking about you.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
So, the quality of fighting, I think we said this on the last podcast we did, but the quality of fighting just it's a testament to, like we were saying, the ability to like absorb and redirect information. You know, because he doesn't necessarily desire for people to go, oh, he's an expert at all these things. He wants to be able to give people the information they seek.
Absolutely.
And to learn it himself. And you can see that that's sort of the way that they're approaching these fights. Nice undercut from the red blade there. Like, yep, just gonna go that. So it's just, you know, everybody's sort of fighting with open minds. Another Disney.
Ooh, can't see another Disney.
Gosh.
Yeah.
As I said, Claire's practicing Gemso, and Gemso is very overpowering.
That was very counter. Let me smack that blade right out of your hand. That's like her third disarm too.
Great. Maria right first.
I can
So,
see it.
for now,
very good at absorbing and redirecting and then counterattacking in the same. If
Claire, 2-all. 2-all. Ready? Leon.
That was tough for me to see.
So no point, Leon.
Simultaneous. Looks like Maria is really good with the shim, just shooting straight in. Very much like a rapier.
Still 2-all. Leon.
Nice. It looked like it might have been a simultaneous, but I like the actions.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Leon.
I would even say she could probably
3-all.
use a little more force in her strikes. What's her name? Is that Rhea? Is that her name?
Claire and Maria. Maria's on Maria.
Okay, yeah. So I would say even just a little more power, she could probably get away with it. Yeah, that was a nice headshot.
4-4. Ready? Leon.
Seems like if Claire
5-4. Very close.
Just right, she can catch Maria off her balance.
Yeah, that low shot was good. It looked like it got in ahead. It was a nice shot.
Okay, it was 5-4, 6-4 now. 6-4 Maria.
How many judges does he have? 3, including himself.
I believe so. At least one other.
Yeah, I think there's 2 off to the side that we can't see.
Okay.
7-4
That was
Maria
a
with
fun
20
little
seconds.
cut.
Ready? Leon.
Maria's ahead.
I like her fighting style quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're both fighting well, but I like her style. It kind of resonates with my personal style. Simultaneous.
8-5 Maria. And that is 5.
Going to be the match.
I think it was 8-5, Maria.
Okay.
You know, to put up 5 points against 8 points, that's still super respectable.
Oh,
still a good match, yeah.
Yeah, they did really well. Everybody seems to be doing really well. I feel like Maria.
See?
Yeah.
Because I always try to coach my own students to it's not that it's the worst thing in the world that you get a simultaneous, except that you're both dead, right? So that makes it the worst thing in the world because nobody wins now. Right. But at the same time, you didn't teach yourself to defend yourself if all you did was try and hit them first. So it's nice to see them adjust their game a little bit and try and go play a little more defense or a little more counter fighting, just to try and eliminate the simultaneous hits a little bit.
Right.
And as a fighter, that shows a little bit of maturity that maybe they wouldn't have had at one point a year and a half ago when they first started training, or I don't know what their previous experience is. You know, maybe they're seasoned fighters, and that's why they're like that.
Well, a lot of times, especially newer students of the sword will try to just hit first.
Yep.
And,
yes.
Depending on the rule set, you know, that
sometimes
might not be the way to win the fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's I keep on pointing out the last fight scene in Rob Roy.
Yeah.
Remember that? The
with the Scottish basket hilt sword.
Yeah, versus the rapier. Yep. What he had.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a rapier. Might have been a small sword.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a fun fight, though.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Roth hits
pretty accurate.
Like, I don't know.
And we're actually
Liam Neeson just hits him once.
Liam Neeson is a redwood tree.
That's true. Okay, so here's the way of the Minoc. The the circle of defense, which is Suresu's staple.
So I don't want this.
Now, I don't know how you guys do exactly in your Form 3 teaching, and I know we're going to watch HSA right now, but in mine, I don't teach any actual strikes as part of Form 3. I use only Form 1 and 2 as the basis of any strikes that are incorporated into our Form 3 exercises. In other words, all of my Form 3 stuff is footwork and defensive blade work. And then I do have like a section on, but it's mostly like disarming before the attack comes in and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of like outright striking.
Yeah, it's mostly what you just said. Like the way we do it is essentially mostly teaching blade movement, blade manipulation, subtle body movement, full body movements, and rotation steps and stuff. And then you just adapt that to other velocities.
Now, do you incorporate rotations much in your own Form 3s?
No.
No.
I do. Mainly because the style of Form 3 that I teach is this.
Right, like the Tao, right?
So Chinese broadsword has a lot of, you know,
upward rotation.
Yeah, upward figure eights, downward figure eights, that sort of thing. And I find it for students really listen to the wrist a lot more than just straight on strikes. This is also one of the I start to teach a lot more of not how to parry, but why to parry. To move the body as a whole instead of just relying on the sword movement.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I teach in Suresu is okay, now you're surrounded. Right.
Yeah. I have a video I'm going to share with you guys in the instructor or in the martialarts.com/affiliate. You may get access to this awesome private Facebook group we have called Saber Martial Arts Practitioners, where we share stuff like drills and exercises and chat about techniques and stuff. And I may share this video with you guys this drill I do, which is basically that, Alan. It's like you have a one line you can retreat backwards on, and you have attackers on both sides or all three directions in front of you, and all you can do is block. Usually you get cut to ribbons, but it's a good exercise on expanding your awareness. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Plus, if you just accept the fact that you're going to get cut to ribbons, you might actually do pretty well.
Yeah, we tend to do a modified version of Randori, which is, you know, just okay, you're outnumbered. You have to really figure out a way to defend yourself, and the defenses do not get
positioning and
position yourself. Like Eric said, you know, the angle of the body, and having the block there just is more of insurance.
Right.
It is actually, you know, your defense.
Right.
So being
reliable but not relied upon.
Yeah, exactly. But it's very much. I have a fun little drill that I think I shared a little bit of with you guys, but it ends up with 8 people surrounding one person. And I think I've seen a video of Katie teaching this a little bit too.
Yes, indeed.
I do.
Winner of the War of the Wahine.
It is that sort of.
It's Maria. Get Maria.
Surrounded. You're going to be attacking. You got to get. Okay. This is Maria who got the top score. Player with most points all the time.
Round 3 of the Saber Ohana Showdown is a Sith, a great Jedi, and a Jedi walking.
Uh-oh. Are we allowed to say that?
Hashtag not canon.
Oof.
Hashtag could be? I don't know.
Well, if they exist, I guess they'd be Imperial Knights, right? In the time of Caden Skywalker.
Oh,
Oof. Yeah.
It sounded like it made you uncomfortable.
I want to use a different kind.
That being said, they did do a little. It looked like koosh ball deflection or Nerf ball deflection. That's another Sarasu drill that I'm a big fan of.
Absolutely.
And another one that just keeps people smiling while they train, because it's really important that you don't, like, you take your training seriously in the sense that you don't want to get cut down every time you face an opponent. You don't take yourself seriously. Your whole, what do you say, Alan? It's a nerd stick. It's a nerd stick.
Look down. You're holding a nerd stick.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's okay to smile behind your fencing.
Exactly.
Saber Ohana Showdown.
We encourage smiling, as a matter of fact.
The first contestant.
I'd say the Jedi are encouraged to smile.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is
Anthony is an evil dark side user.
Anthony's been with Keith for a while, and he's been improving greatly over the last.
Lord Baron is inspired by Darth Raven, who found his own path through the light.
He's got great body mechanics. You can see right here.
Path to knighthood in HSA and is an evil
Anthony, I believe.
You know it's real when he kicks off his slippers, but
As primary.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Say that, Alan. I couldn't hear you.
Don't kill me.
I think Anthony is one of Keith's students who just wants to do Dark Kai as his primary.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always one or two of those.
But she's done really well, actually, as you saw in the demo in the very
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Zach, of course.
Zach is a great Jedi who goes both ways.
And Zach is another one of Keith's primary, I would say, senior students.
Be careful. You don't know what techniques
Progressing greatly over
that is that, the
his
big
training.
wrestle and the wisdom of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I like the
To find Zach in the Manoa Medieval Combat Club
I
panel.
like the Iaido flourish that makes no sense with the lightsaber. but still.
Ooh, yes.
There you go. There's a little bit of Dark Kai.
Okay, it'll be a
Oh, he's going standard and show. So
Yeah. A little bit of his,
So is he gonna fight Jarkai, or is he just flourishing Jarkai?
finally in this
find
round.
out, I
he's
guess.
fighting.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
AKA the Iron Tornado.
Iron Tornado.
Vince focuses
Vince.
his first on the light side, using his background in Chinese martial arts. He is a deadly Ataru user with a core strength of iron and a flurry of movement of a tornado.
I like the fighter intros. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
A great influence Master Yoda has on this one. On this one has. Okay, we are going to do Anthony Vince, then Zach Vince, and then Zach Anthony.
Okay, same format as the last one. Looks like.
So is Colin judging these?
I believe so.
It would make sense to me if that Colin would be judging.
So the way they're having this one go down, looks like same way, player with most points in the least.
Okay, guys, fighters, bow.
So here we go.
What was the time limit? I did not pay attention to that part.
It's 3 minutes.
Okay,
So
that's a good amount of time.
yeah, within 10 minutes time, we'll know who's in.
Good, good.
What's that? Oh. Nah, okay, because it's
Do we know how many fighters we have total tonight?
Let's see. There was 3, the one ending, 3 in this one, and then 2 in the other.
Okay, guys, give it up one more time for that. Okay, players, ready, begin.
You know, I can't wear Chuck Taylors to save my life, but I got mad respect for people who fight in them.
Yep. It's like Anthony is waiting for.
Nice cut down low.
Very much a
1-0 fit. Ready.
lift the chin and go low.
That's definitely very Atari strike to lead the match off. Good blade movement. Looks like they're both using a little bit of Atari type motion.
Ooh, there it was.
Anthony arrived first.
That even made Steve come out of hiding.
Hello there.
I will say that was a controlled turn.
Hello there.
It didn't pay off for him that time, though.
No, it didn't, but mad props. Chuck Taylor's in a turnaround. Good cut. That
I
worked
do
out.
like the action that was played there.
Ready. Leon.
Oh, I guess Anthony intercepted that combination. We got to switch.
Oh, he's switched to the reverse grip. Everybody's favorite, at least mine.
I actually, I got no qualms with it, but it's definitely not range.
Ooh, they both did it. That's awesome.
That was for fun, right? That was like, let's match up.
Even though the dagger, the way the escapes happen, I'm going to call that a double.
This is great. Oh, they're both sticking with it. They're both coming in.
That was a good cut.
That was very good.
Oh, ready. Leon.
They're not making a mockery of the grip, so we'll give them that. It has its uses to anybody who does give it its share of guff. It has its very specific uses. Nice stab to the stomach there.
I was like,
That control.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call it no. Okay.
And true to my style of Ataro, at least, he's using a lot of lead-in motions, like not really faking, but like a sort of a wrist flick up here and then diving into a different zone altogether. But Anthony's not like baffled by it. He seems very comfortable still.
right.
That was tough. Nothing happening yet.
That was very nice.
Gonna get a point.
Yeah, I know. Okay, 3 to about 1 minute back. Ready.
Lots of grip switching going on. Oh, that was tough to call, but it was a couple hand strikes in there.
That was an exchange.
That was, yeah.
For lack of a better word.
Yup.
Very nice. Showing off.
There's a
little bit of
diagonal chest.
You're right first.
Change the tempo, allowed him to come in overhead.
Leon.
That worked out pretty well.
I think he actually hit first.
I think there might have been a low cut from Anthony, but
It did not work out for him.
Yeah, Leon.
it was tough to call from my angle, but it looks good still. Athleticism, when you get hit in those exchanges, like I know from my when I'm fighting and I jump and I strike somebody or something like that, I don't even care if I get hit. Just the fact that I got off the ground or did a spin or something, it's all. You gotta give that type of athleticism its place. And to Anthony's credit,
Okay, you guys having fun?
he held his own with confidence. That's important.
You guys, this is a 2-hour battle. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's tough to tell. It appears so.
Okay. Who will win the golden?
Looks like Vince needs
Golden
to
Blade lightsaber. Okay.
Yeah, I guess he won.
Okay, fighters,
Oh no, it's Vince versus Zach. They had this preset. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
So, Vince has a back-to-back fight, and then Zach has a back-to-back fight. He actually gets a breather.
Ready. Begin.
So Vince definitely looks like he has some experience. I know Keith said Chinese martial arts. You
Really
can
good
tell.
for not getting hit there.
That 1-0. Ready.
And I don't know if Zach has prior experience, but he is.
I think they both did Chinese martial arts.
Zach as well.
I believe that's what I heard in the introduction.
Okay. Interesting use of Hakama then. But hey, I'd never judge much. Always judge.
Always judging, folks.
Yeah, hashtag always.
I think we all said that at the same time.
Ready?
Yeah. Chinese martial arts.
Like somebody was trying to figure out their controller in a fighting game.
Everybody. Ready, Leon.
Nice cut.
Very cool.
Do that hilt or half with that force. I'm gonna get it to up. So it's 3-2. Zach, ready?
Zach.
Hold on.
I guess Zach got in like a millisecond ahead of Anthony. Cut there.
Okay. Ready, Leon.
Zach starts off in a very Way of the Jedi. This is the beginner Suresu,
Right. Distance. So
Yeah.
which is why I'm thinking it's a little bit more like,
Ready?
he's down, because it's very much like a broadsword sense. But at the same time, I'm looking at his hand position. It's like a very straight sword.
Interesting draw and catch there. Yeah, he doesn't actually seem to be fighting defensively though.
Right, exactly. He has the stance, but he's using it differently.
Yeah, I saw that blue blade hit just by a hair ahead.
That was very much.
Nice low cut and a good counter off that block.
It looks like these guys fight a lot because they look like they know which direction each one's going.
I agree.
Like they fight each other a lot.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, that was very
cut from
nice.
Zach to the head. Did he not get that?
No, he got hit in the chest before he hit the head.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually see that chest cut.
Very quick, like backhand flip.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve is even wondering. Yeah, I think to most of us it looked like the green blade hit the head first, but I think it was just a better strike.
Yeah.
Or maybe not better, maybe a stronger strike. Good diving cut there.
Yeah.
Okay. Match was the Vince 6-5.
All right. Yeah, I agree, Alan. These guys look like old sparring partners.
Yeah.
To a large degree.
Oh, looks like, we're plowing through these fights, man. There is no stopping. Keith just is an animal over there. Get out here. Let's do this.
Each fight's been super different, too.
What was that?
Yeah.
Each fight's been really different.
Oh, yeah, each fight is very different, which is great.
Yeah.
Even though people are using similar forms. And that is the beauty of this whole thing. You could be doing the same form as someone else, but it's going to feel different.
It's going to have your own touch to it, yeah.
Let me calculate the time here.
And with a lightsaber in particular, since the weapon is pretty much the same regardless of who's wielding it, unless like a staff or something like that. Right. It's all about your body type too, and using what your mama gave you.
Right.
Ooh, nice head cut.
Traditional kendo. Back to the head.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, switching up to a little bit of.
Looks like Makashi over here.
A little bit of fencing.
Oh,
wow.
I feel like this song should be an extra.
All right, Keith. No. Grip strength.
-2 to dexterity right there.
Right.
Yeah, but it's +4 to demolitions.
Ooh.
I don't know if Zach got the point for that, but I might have given it to Zach for default.
Yeah, I think if someone got a point, it was
And for dance moves.
Yeah.
true.
Well, I feel like Zach is having a good time, so I'll give him a point for that. I mean, kind of like whose line is it anyway, though. My points don't matter. Oh, they may have had to. There it is.
Oh,
Filled the time.
what a way to stall for time.
Yeah,
He knows people just want to see the nerd stick swing.
you got it.
And clearly, we don't condone in a real tournament not using gear, but guys are just BSing.
And you can tell those guys again. They have great.
There's a level of trust involved, right?
Yeah, there's.
It only comes with hitting each other.
Yeah. And it's very much much like if you watch capoeira, they play. They don't try to kill each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, very very in tune with what the other person's doing.
Absolutely.
1-0. Okay, so I don't know what